Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like, where you? Where you? Friend don't step to me, I'm like, who you? Who you? And you can say what you wanna say. But I stay on this shit, that's every day. Yeah, cause my nigga, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. So tell me, nigga, what got into you? Into you. Into you. Cause my nigga.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to episode 5 of Making Sense of Nothing. It's your girl Q.
And this be your boy Miller, aka Miller the One.
And thanks again for joining us. On today's episode, we're going to talk about snitching. Just like if you should do, just everything pertaining to snitching. We're just going to get into that, our viewpoints on snitching. Also, we're going to talk about sex partners count. If you should ever lie about it, when you should lie about it, just things like things like that. So we'll see how that how that's gonna turn out. And then right. And then lastly, we're gonna talk about our first time, because isn't that just a wonderful topic? Doesn't everybody just want to talk about their first time? For real. So we're going to talk about that.
Those of you who don't have a first time yet, it's coming. Well, that's what she gonna say when it happens. I think so. One of y'all gonna say.
Alright, so this should be interesting today. Which topic you want to start with? Which one you want to get into first?
I don't know, y'all. First off, can I start by saying this? Thank you guys for the support once again. This is way more work than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. But I love doing it, and hopefully y'all love the product that we're giving to y'all. I want to say this. I'm not a soccer fan. I would never say I'm a soccer fan, but I'm a sports fan. Mm-hmm. Right? You feel me?
Right.
And today I did something that I thought I would never do. I sat in the room and I watched the European Championship. Right? Now, the bad part about it is, y'all, I can't think of what the other team name was, but it was Liverpool versus some other people. Right? And
you watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. Right? All 95 minutes of it, because they went the extra time to 95, added 5 minutes. See, because I know if I would have left it at 95, one of y'all would have been like, he ain't watch it, because soccer is only 90 minutes. But it was the extra time. And what? Okay, but.
I don't think nobody was going to argue with you on the soccer. That's football?
Yeah, soccer, people, right? Yeah, football for some people. Okay, so, the thing that made me want to talk about this, y'all, and get off of out of our topics and get on this real quick, is because one of my favorite groups did the opening ceremony, right? Like in football, halftime we have a big somebody we go and do it and everything. And this group did the Super Bowl as well and did a great job, right? And they also did it today, right? Great job.
Great job.
And the crowd was just standing there like...
You was in your feelings about it?
Of course I was. I'm like, how in the hell y'all don't know who Imagine Dragon is? Like, y'all, they got Imagine Dragon down there performing, got a nice stage, got the kids doing stuff. They got a bunch of, they got like 50 drums and kids like, boom, boom,
it's like a big thing, just like it is for Super Bowl?
Boom, 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 boom. They kill it. Yes, it's a big thing.
Okay.
It's a big deal, and they got a big group. Imagine Dragon was there, y'all. They sung one of my favorite songs. They sung on Top of the World. That's my jump there. They did that. They did on Radioactive. They did on Believer. And then it's like, yo, the crowd was like, just there, like they were looking like who they is. But the thing about it is, it's the European Championships, right? So they speak English. So it's not like they didn't understand what was said. And they like they don't know who Imagine Dragon is.
Well, did they like after they performed? Were they like, was it lit? Were they like, yeah?
The reason why, because when they did the little drum things and everything, when they had all the little kids playing the drums and they was beating the drums on the thing, they did like a whole little drum solo type thing with everybody beating on the drum. Because if anybody know anything about Imagine Dragon, that's one thing that they always have in all their performance. They have this big old drum, this real big drum, and they boom boom boom. The lead singer, he bang on it and everything. He plays that big drum all the time, right? So they did this big thing where they had all these kids doing it too, and they were just boom 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 boom, just killing it. And they was up on the stage doing their thing, and while they was doing that, fireworks were shooting out. So every time they boom 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 boom, the fireworks like shooting out. So it was a nice show, nice light show and everything, but. The people, that's the only time they got like raw. They were like, yeah.
Did you know they were performing? Is that what kind of led you to watch it? Or was it like a pleasant surprise?
So V was watching some show and then she left. And then I started watching this movie and it was a great movie. And then it went off. And it was like, next up is this. So I'm like, I wonder what else is on TV. And I'm like, nah, look, Steve Nash is here, which was weird to me.
Is that a wrestler?
No, Steve Nash is a basketball player.
Yeah, the white man.
Yes. Yeah. So I know Steve Nash plays soccer because Steve Nash used to like kick the ball around, do little soccer tricks before basketball games and stuff and everything, right? But he's a basketball player, right? So when I said, oh, let me hear what Steve Nash is saying. So I'm just watching it, and then it's sports. So I got locked in. And I was watching. I mean, if it was cricket, I would have watched cricket. But it was just sports. So I was like,
I don't think you would have watched cricket though.
Yeah, I would have. I watched cricket before.
That's awful.
Didn't understand what was going on, but it's a sport, so it's like, yeah. But Imagine Dragon was performing, y'all, and they act like they didn't know who them boys were.
I bet the whole time you were like,
exactly, singing along and everything. I was like, hold on. So man, all I want to say is, man, if anybody over there in Europe, just to let y'all know real quick before I go too far. So remember we told y'all that episode 1 had got copyright. We got a copyright strike on episode 1, so we had to repost that, right?
Right.
Then turn around, episode 2 got banned in the United States because of the Lizzo song.
Right.
So we had to go and take that out so we could be able to let people in the United States be able to watch that. But we was able to keep. I kept the other one up, even though it's been in the United States. I kept it up because they didn't take it down. I said I'm gonna leave it up,
right,
and everything. So it's chilling over there again, international love, right? So I was wondering who was the 4 people that watched this overseas. I'm like, I wonder who these people are, right? There's somebody overseas watching it, right? So then today, while I'm editing episode 4, I look and more views are on there. So I was like, who are these people in these other countries? So now, since we know that we're internationally known, you feel me? we got people over there that's viewing it now. So hopefully they tune in.
Handful of people.
You feel me?
I'm with it.
You feel me? But they know. So y'all, we internationally known over here. All right. That's all I'm trying to say. 6 people in some other countries seen us, liked us. You feel me? Because we got 4 likes.
Man.
You feel me? We got 4 likes on there.
I should reach out.
You feel me? So it's not only that people in other countries watched it, they liked it. You feel me? 4 out of 6. You can't beat 4 out of 6.
You really can't.
You feel me? 4 out of 6 is like
4 out of 6.
Exactly.
Like,
4 out of 6 is like 80.
That could be like an Africa, somebody in Africa, somebody in China, Australia. It's lit out here. It's lit.
Feel me? It could be somebody. It could be one person in one country. So that's 6 different countries. You never know.
It could be one person with 6 accounts.
You know what? We ain't even finna go through that.
We ain't gonna do that to us.
So to all of our international people out there that's watching the podcast, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting.
Yes.
That's how we're gonna do it.
Much appreciated.
But please know who Imagine Dragon is when they come over there. They internationally known on the microphone.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, Yeah, they are. They know who they are. But maybe that's just how they do wherever they work. Maybe they not people that's all lively and stuff during performances.
They soccer fans. What do you mean lively? You ever seen the soccer game?
Because Imagine Dragons is your people, so I'm just trying to make sense out of nothing.
No, this ain't nothing. This is, y'all, I'm sorry, I know this is making sense of nothing, but what I'm talking about is something.
Oh.
And we don't need to make sense out of this.
Oh. All right.
They are amazing.
Okay.
Alright, let's get into these topics. I just want y'all to know, man, everybody out there that's watching internationally, man, y'all come on now. I know who Imagine Dragon is. Them boys serious. Alright? Alright.
Please, for the love of God, know who Imagine Dragons is. So it ain't another spiel going on, because it will be. If this happens again, he will mention it again. So please know who Imagine Dragons is.
Thank you. And hold on, forget all about that. For all the people that's here in America, y'all better know who Imagine Dragon is. I bet y'all know who that garbage Blueface is.
Oh my God.
Trash. Y'all know that.
Accurate.
So y'all should know some good stuff. But
Imagine Dragons is better than Blueface.
Everybody is better than Blueface.
Touche, my nigga, touche.
Everybody is better than Blueface. He sing off, rap off beat. He always talking about gay jump. Always. And then it's a metaphor. He riding in his car with a Glock with two dicks on it. I mean, with a Glock and a dick in his lap. That's what he say. He driving in his car with a Glock and a dick in his lap.
I mean, he just wants people to know that
he's what? What's the metaphor for that, y'all? Please tell me what's the metaphor for that. I got two dicks in my pocket. One for the hoes and one for the niggas that be tripping or some junk like that.
Maybe to let you know that he stayed busting. Glock, dick, pow, busting.
But how do a dude get a dick to bust without a female?
He ready to bust. Can bust, has the capability to bust. You got to be deep.
So he's shooting females now?
I don't know.
That's what he's doing? He's shooting females now?
We off topic. We off topic. We're not going to do this. We can talk about Blueface all day. We
can't talk about that trash all day. She lied. We cannot talk about him all day. All right, I'm sorry.
All right.
Let's see. Let's get into this snitching thing. Since we talking about, and I'm not saying Blueface is a snitch, but he's a gangster rapper, and we all know that gangster rappers tend to snitch on themselves or the people. I mean, we can't even think of buddy name. What's his name? 6ix9ine. Look at 6ix9ine.
I was gonna say Tekashi.
Yeah, look at 6ix9ine.
Is that who he's talking about?
You feel me?
Yeah.
6ix9ine over there snitching on everybody.
So do you think that's a good situation that he snitched in, so that he don't gotta serve 40 to life and all shit like that?
This is my thing. I don't think that he should have snitched at all, and the reason why is because he the one that made it seem like he was about that life. He the one that made a living out of not snitching and not this and being a gangster and all that there, and then making all this money going doing stupid junk, and then now he in the federal penitentiary ready to snitch on everybody.
Yeah.
He's snitching on everybody, y'all. And then so he don't get the little 10 years that they trying to give him. He got to testify against other people so he can get even less time. This nigga snitching on, but y'all want to know what the funny part about it is? He gonna snitch on everybody and get out next year sometime, and guess what? Everybody gonna be banging his music again. Everybody gonna be listening to him, talking about he real, he did see that, and this and that. Cause that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all say people shouldn't snitch. Y'all say they breaking the code. Y'all say this, y'all say that. But because he's famous, y'all gonna be like, oh, he's Tekashi 6ix9ine. His music is trash, but we like him. Cause his music
That's what
is trash.
Yeah, he only had a couple hits I really like.
But real talk though, but on the snitching thing, it's dependent. Cause a lot of people don't understand what snitching is. That's what I think. I don't know if all of y'all understand what snitching is. So this is what we gonna do. We gonna play. We gonna play. Is it or is it ain't? You feel me?
Is it or is it ain't?
Yeah, is it or is it ain't? All right, we're going to play is it or is it ain't, y'all. We're going to keep this country. We're going to play this.
All right.
We're going to keep this is it or is it ain't. All right?
All right.
So let me give you a scenario, and you tell me, is it snitching or is it ain't?
All right.
All right, y'all get it?
Sounds easy enough. Sounds easy enough.
All right, so me and my homeboys, we found out that Rah then went out of town, right?
Right.
We go in Rah house, we steal Rah TV and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You find out, you know that I stole it. You see me, you was cleaning, doing your dishes. You messed around, looked out your window, said, damn, them niggas taking Rah TV out of this house.
Okay.
And then, boom, right? Rah come back home, yo, TV, where my TV at? Got stolen. You go and you say, yo, I seen Miller and his boys go in your house and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Snitching, is it or is it ain't?
It is snitching. However, that becomes one of them in this situation, should I have said anything to begin with. When it comes to snitching overall, it's typically people are like, what do I have to do with this? Like, how close is me and Rah for me to get in that? You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Now, if Rah like my nigga, then hell yeah, well, I probably would have did something at that moment, like whether it be call the police. I ain't about to go confront 3 niggas robbing a house, but I might call the police or something. But like afterwards, I'm gonna definitely be like, yo, Miller and them was in there. That like you ain't hear from me, but that's who the fuck did it. You feel me? But like if I don't really fuck with Rah like that, and I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, so Rah is just somebody living in your neighborhood, and you don't really know him
so
like
I wouldn't feel guilty about it. I'd be like,
that's what I'm saying. All right, so in this case, y'all ain't close like that. You don't really know him like that. He just like, God darn it, somebody broke into my house and took all my junk.
God darn it, figure it out.
All right, so, but if you did say something to him, well, that's.
I mean, it would be snitching.
So like, it
would be, but it just would depend on how I would feel about the snitching.
All right. So now,
whenever you tell on somebody, you snitching.
All right. So this is the thing. I'm glad you said that. Next scenario, y'all. I'm glad she said that. Right.
Yeah.
So now, Rah, he go look for the niggas who stole his stuff. Right. He go down the street. He believed that it was Mike them. So he go do a drive-by, shoot up Mike them house, shoot a little kid, right? You know that Rah just got his house stolen. Rah say he finna go do it, and did. So you know this. You know that it was Rah, right?
Yeah.
And then you go and you say, dang, let me call the police, let them know it's Rah. Hello? Yeah, it was Rah who shot that little girl. Is it or is it ain't snitching?
It's still snitching, but it's well warranted snitching. Like that again is not no snitching I would think that the person should feel bad about. An innocent kid got shot. Right, you need to man up and face your consequences for that.
Alright, so my whole concept on that, the reason I wanted to play that, y'all, that's why I wanted to play a little game with it with Q today. But the reason I wanted to do that is because we take stupid things and say, oh, you snitching, until it happens to us.
Right.
Then it's trying to get back my valuables. Then it's trying to make sense of why my loved one is hurt.
Right.
You feel me? But when it's somebody else, then it's like, you snitching, you told, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Right? So, because you trying to tell me right now, if somebody walked into your house, held you up at gunpoint, stole everything at your house and ran out your house, and you figured out who it was, because, like stupid people do, yo, Rah, man, come on, let's get up out of here. So now we know it's Rah. Hey, man, Rah just ran up in here, held us up with guns, stole all our junk, and ran out. No, all I had on masks, but the dude did call out Rah name. It ain't snitching now, right? It ain't snitching no more because it happened to you. You feel me? So my thing is, snitching is, this is snitching. It's the difference between snitching and telling. So snitching is, yo, ain't that Keisha girl boyfriend over there? Kissing on that girl like that? Shit, I don't even know her like that, but shit, I'm finna go let her know. Keisha, you know I seen your man over there snitching. Dang. Man, they just stole all the rims off their car. That's Mike them. Yo, Mike them the one stole your rims off your car. Snitching. Telling. Yeah, that's Keisha's boyfriend over there kissing on Buddy. Hey, Tamika, how you doing, George? You know I seen George kissing on that girl the other day in the parking lot. Telling. Y'all see the difference between that? Snitching is trying to keep it a secret. Trying to keep it a secret. Telling is letting me know that you just told. They ain't snitching no more. That's telling. I ain't hiding behind no walls, no doors, no none of that.
Yeah.
So, y'all, we got to understand when it is okay to snitch, or should I say tell, and when it's okay to not snitch. Alright? Don't snitch if you seen a little kid steal a pack of chips in the store while you was in there. That little kid, this store's on. Hey, Mr. Store Clerk. The kid just, the heck? It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Why you snitch on that little kid? Yo, somebody just shot somebody right in front of me. Go say something.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because of the person that just shot that person. The person who was shot is no kin to you. But you just let Ray get away with killing Marcus because you ain't no snitch. But then now Ray feel as though nobody ain't gonna tell if he kills somebody.
Right.
So now your brother, sister, mama, cousin, son, nephew, niece, auntie, grandma is in a convenience store and he go in there, rob the place, they walk around the corner, he shoot them, even though people there to see it, because nobody gonna snitch. Now you cry, oh, my loved one ain't never do nothing wrong to nobody. They ain't never this, they ain't never that. Why would somebody kill him? Somebody need to tell what's going on. No, if you would have told on Ray when you knew he shot the first person, you would have stopped him from coming back to shoot somebody else.
Right.
Start telling on people the junk you need to tell about. Don't go tell nobody that Miller
that's
got.
Exactly what it is. Tell what need to be told.
Yeah, tell what need to be told.
Majority of the snitching that be going on, they be like, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it got nothing to do with you.
It's just like you
telling the junk you shouldn't be telling, but then the junk that you should be telling. You
exactly,
don't want to. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. I know who shot that little kid, but I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. Oh, they shot my kid. That's the same person that shot that kid 2 weeks ago. Guess what? You just saved your child a trip to the hospital if you would have went ahead and told that Buddy shot the other person.
Yeah.
But we so scared to oh, I don't want to be called a snitch. I don't want to call that it's like, y'all, it's just stupid, man. Like we really need to change this stupid snitch culture thing and all that there. Cause let me tell y'all something real quick before we move to the next subject. When I was in jail, I did a little run in jail for 11 months, right? And when I was in there, I knew I was gonna get out. First of all, my faith in God, knew that I was gonna get out. I knew I ain't do nothing wrong. They just black man, wrong place, wrong time type crap. So I knew I was gonna get out, but it took 11 months to get out. But while I was in there, you know, I seen so many people on the streets. They big time dope dealers on the streets. They got clout. People know them. They always talking. I wish a nigga would. You know, they jumping niggas and jumping things like that. And then they come to jail and they turn straight bitch. Straight up. They cry. They going to talk to everybody that come in there to hear their story. Because somebody want to tell why they was in there and be truthful with it.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna go and say, yeah, man, you know they got me in this shit, man. Talking about something, I shot that nigga on the corner.
Here are the top search results.
Whoa, why you talking to me? Dang. All right, her phone was talking to me, y'all. But yeah, and they like, yeah, man, you know they saying it's me, but shit, I threw the gun back in the lake. I drove all the way up to Orlando, threw the gun in the lake. Know what I'm talking about? And then I took the clip, took that shit down over to Lake Okeechobee, threw that in there. Know what I'm talking about? I fouled off all the serial numbers and everything. I cleaned out the grooves, so they ain't gonna never catch a nigga. They just got a nigga on something. Some fuck nigga said that it might be me, so they just got me in here. And then they over there doing it. And what else? And what else? Oh, and what else? And then they go hit up they own lawyer. Yo, let the state attorney know that I got some news about somebody shooting somebody, and I know where they put the gun and the weapon and stuff at. I'll tell them everything if they just drop my charges. And then they get out, and they out now. And y'all, this was happening. This was happening. And I wasn't in no jail with no little petty charges. The charges wasn't gonna stick, but it wasn't petty. So I was in there with the killers. I was in there with the dope dealers. I was in there with the so-called gangsters. So I was able to see what they was claiming to be on the streets when they got in there, what they were not. You feel me? So they get in there and they snitch. Tekashi ain't the only one that's snitching. Trust me. Your homeboy that went to jail and for to face life right now, and he getting out, you know his charges is supposed to be life. You know that he did it. You know they got him red-handed. And he get out in 5 or 10 years. I don't care how much good you did.
Yeah, how many good lawyers you had.
I don't care how much, we letting you out early for good time, because you did good while he was in here.
Yeah.
While he was in jail. No, the nigga snitched. He turned 25 to 10. That's what he did. So just remember, man, the dudes that y'all think are the gangsters, when they get to that other side, because there's 2 parts to every story, y'all. Gangster living that gangster life, blah, blah, blah. But then they forget to tell you that you get caught up and go to jail or to hell. And then they don't tell this story. So it's like, I'm just saying, if you're gonna snitch, man, snitch on the stuff that need to be snitched on.
Yep.
And if you ain't gonna snitch, don't snitch on the stuff that don't need to be snitched on. Easy as pie. Leave it like that. So that's my thing about snitching and not snitching. So where we want to go at next? Count. Let's do the count, because mine's real short, so short and sweet. So we can do the count. We can do the count.
Alright.
We can do the count.
So it would, like, when it comes to the count, right?
Alright, well, when it comes to the count.
I think that depending on who you're communicating that information to, that's when it matters whether or not you should lie about it. How truthful you should be. Like, if it's your partner, I feel like you should be honest with someone that's your partner who you're with all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Like my wife Noah, 2. My first wife and her. And she knows that I had to do something. My first wife because I got kids. So she knows it's 2. So it's like, boom.
And then I think that if it's just like your girlfriend, even with like your girlfriend, some of them you can't even be really honest with stuff like that. Like you have your besties that's like there for a lot of your dirt and stuff like that. So some people it's kind of like, all right, you know, ain't no lying about this because you was there for half of it. So it is what it is. But then there are some friends where it's like, all right, I fuck with you, but like I don't really know if I could be honest with you like that. And then like in situations where like you have a larger number. But if you have a small number, then you just be proud with your small number, and I had 3. But if with them big numbers, that's when you wanna.
Small.
That's when you wanna like. pick and choose who you telling the truth to.
So this is my thing though. We had this conversation before, right? I need y'all to help us out with this. Put it in the comments to help us out with this. Where should the count start? That is my question. Where should the count start? Because I feel as though that the count should start when you have hit puberty.
That's so stupid that you think that, though. That doesn't even make any sense.
How? Because if you shoot in dog water, how can you count?
First of all, that's ridiculous. Like, nobody, it's first penetration. That is when. Bottom line, straight up, it is what it is. Ain't no, oh, you hit puberty, now something can actually happen as a result of it. So now we're counting people. Like,
that's what you count. So, y'all look.
He's over 50, so that's the only reason.
Not over 50.
He's smooth over 50 by now.
So this is
over 50.
So this is the thing right here, y'all. So, alright, so I have no shame in this. I grew up poor. We didn't have a lot of stuff to do. So we played games that end up in sex happening. Right? But a lot of it was hunching. Like literally hunching. Not like saying hunching, but it really means sex. I mean hunching. Like she got her clothes on, I got my clothes on, and we just
and in that situation you don't count that, obviously.
We just doing that, right? Because that's what we thought was what grown-ups do. We thought that's what grown-ups did. They got on top of each other with their clothes on, and they made this noise. So it's like, that's what it was. As a matter of fact, y'all, I got something for y'all. It's funny. Right? So, one day, me and my girl, we at the crib, right? Kids at the crib, doing their thing and everything. It's the summertime, so we don't really have the time to be, get that alone time or whatnot, right? So the kids, they like chilling and everything in the living room and everything and all that there. And we finna go in the room, look at TV or whatnot, right? So we get to go and look at TV and everything, right? So I go in there, I'm like, hey, you know what? They ain't gonna know we in here. We got the room door closed. Let's make something happen, right? So we go ahead and do whatever. So I get up, get out the bed, walk out the room, open the door, and all I see, right? I got the kids, hands out. My daughter and my son. Why y'all got y'all hands out? I'm like, what you got your hands out for? And they're like, I want some. Want some what? Some hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos? Where you get hot Cheetos from? I know what hot Cheetos sound when you eat hot Cheetos. It be like, Alright, y'all. I just had to put that out there, y'all. That's one joke of the day, alright? The hot Cheetos joke. Nobody steal that hot Cheetos joke, alright?
That tickles you. That story really tickles you.
But what I was getting that from, so this is her thing. She said that I should start my count from first penetration, right? We can't do that. My first penetration was 6 years old, right? Once again, I was poor. We had nothing to do. We played games called Mama and Daddy, House, How I Go Get, Boys Chase the Girl. It was another game we used to play. But we used to play these games, right?
Right.
So when I was a jit, we used to play these games and we used to hunch, right?
Right.
And what happened was we went into this abandoned house, right? I mean, we were staying at too. We were staying in the Ranger Projects. We went into this abandoned house. The house was abandoned for a minute, right? Because usually in a project, somebody move out, somebody move right back in. Because everybody waiting to get the projects houses because it's $10 rent. So they ready to get in there. Like, oh shit, somebody moved out. They stupid. Let me get in there, right? But this one was abandoned for some reason. So we used to play house in there, right? So one day we go in there and it's this bed in there, little pot in there, little burnt out pot and everything. It was a crack house, y'all. It was crackheads going there. But at the time we didn't know. So we going in there, we go to play with that. Look on the floor and guess what we see? Playboy magazines on the floor. Like 3 or 4 of them. So me, being a little smart-ass kid that I am, let me go pick this up and see what's going on. Whoa! We've been doing this wrong the whole time. Y'all, we supposed to have our clothes off like these pictures. So nah, no lie, is myself, my brothers and sisters, some friends, all us in this abandoned house, kids, y'all, kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, kids, butt, booty ass naked. We took all our clothes off, all of them, because of the magazine had naked people in there hunching. So as kids, I'm like, yo, we was doing this wrong. This is what we supposed to do. And then, but like, you supposed to put your pee-pee inside of her. So 6 years old was my first penetration, and you can't count that.
I mean, you definitely can.
You cannot count that. And this happened for years on out.
You're the only person I know that doesn't count your first penetration. Like, that's exactly what it is. So look, like, what are you saying? My count started when stuff other than pee started coming out. That's when my count started. You were already like 20 people in at that point. That's why you don't want to count it.
I don't know about all the 20 people in, y'all. So my count started when something other than pee started coming out. If it's something other than pee coming out, that's when it started. So my count started there. So I went and did the calculations, right? And I'm like,
carry the 7,
right? And then I came with 24. So I think 24 in 36 years, that's not even one a year average.
That's infuriating because it's well beyond 24.
Or if we go in since I hit puberty, right? So that's basically 24 in like 26 years. Really not even that. Really like 24 years.
You can't even really believe what you're saying. Like, you don't.
So it's like an average of 1 a year type thing.
You don't want your number to be high.
But next year, I'm not even 36. I'm 38. What am I talking about? So it's still. I'm 38. So it's still under 1. So you're pointing good over here.
You're not, because you're lying to yourself. You're lying.
All you gotta do is put in the comments if y'all agree with me or agree with her or not. But I think you're gonna agree with me.
Nobody in life agrees with you.
I think they're gonna agree with me on this one.
Like, not when it comes to this. Some things that you say people could definitely agree with, but I'm pretty sure that everybody believes that first penetration is when you lost your virginity. Like, that's just...
But I didn't lose my virginity then. Maybe I thought I was in. Maybe I was on her stomach. Maybe I was between her legs. Maybe I was somewhere other, because I was a jet. I didn't know what I was doing.
That's accurate. You didn't know, but that doesn't mean that that's not what was happening.
So all I'm saying is 24, y'all. I did the count already. It's 24.
He's well past 50, everyone. Well past.
24.
Well past. I hope every year you was getting tested, even when you was like 7, 8. I hope you was at the clinic like, hi, my name's Miller.
Oh, I really want to tell y'all this though. I want to let y'all know this though. When we was 6, we was wearing condoms though.
They definitely were not. Like, there's no way. And if you did it, you were wasting them because they was flying right back off. So you were wasting.
We did use condoms when we was 6 though, but they was like water balloons and shit. It was those water balloons that no matter how hard you hit somebody with it, like throwing it like that, like, man, bust. then your mom and daddy come get it. And like, give me that thing, there ain't no thing balloon. So then what is it? It is a balloon.
It's ridiculous.
So no, but forget that. Mine's 24. Y'all want to know what Q's on?
I ain't telling nobody. Not nothing. One time, and I had a child. One time, and I got pregnant.
So it's like age It's like age with a woman. It's like age with a woman. You can't ask a lady her age or her count. Okay.
No, I mean, people can definitely ask my count.
So when should they ask? Who should be able to ask you your count?
Like I would tell, honestly, my best friend. Like I would tell you, I think that I consider you my best friend. So I would tell you off of camera. No, this mic picks up everything. I don't know, it echoes. It echoes. And let me see. Summer, I would tell Summer my number.
Summer, will you tell us your number though?
And Summer gonna say what I said.
Summer, put your number in the comments.
And let me see. My friend Sharana.
Sharana, number in the comments.
And my friends Ella and Chelsea. And
Ella
then
and Chelsea.
When I feel like being in a relationship, that person will know too. But I think that's it. I can't really think of nobody else that's gonna get like the real deal number. So and it's not even because it's like an astronomical number. It's just like
it's just when it's more than 10, it's like it's hard to tell people stuff like that.
If it was more than 10, that could be the reason that I give.
I try to get her, y'all.
But no, like I don't know. It's a number.
With me, y'all look. So a part of my self-therapy is to let stuff out and to let people know certain things. So it's gonna be things on this podcast that I'm gonna tell y'all. They'll be like, "Why did Miller tell us?" If I was him, I would have kept that to himself. It's a way of helping me be able to let out, and I feel as though that things that happen with me in my life are very interesting and very unique and odd to a certain sector or a certain type of people and things like that. And a lot of people don't know that these type of things happen. Like, did you know that 5 and 6 years old was having sexual like penetration? No, nobody. Who thinks of that? Did you know that your little child going outside playing mama and daddy? Did you know that when we played mama and daddy, we played mama and daddy? Some people don't know that. Some people think that their kids actually did. Some people gonna watch this and gonna be like, "What y'all doing now? We just playing house." No, the hell y'all ain't. Yeah. Y'all playing church. Sit down and pray. Whatever y'all playing. So it's like, so I'm gonna say some things. So I really have no shame. You feel me? So it's gonna be a lot of things y'all gonna be like, "Whoa, I would have never said that, Miller. I would have kept that one to myself." But I have no shame in because it made me who I am today. You feel me? So, with that being said, I can tell y'all that my count is 24.
With that being said, he can lie to y'all with a straight face. That's what that translates to. So.
And then I got a hat on today, y'all, because I was thinking, I was like, I had a hat on the first one and the second one. And then the third and fourth, no hat on. So I was like, I just go ahead and throw a hat on today. So I went in and put the hat on.
Why don't nobody care about your hat?
Just in case y'all was wondering why Billy got
a hat on. Not a single soul was like, he got a hat on today. Do you think somebody thought that?
Somebody probably did. After you see
it might one of our international
or after you see number 4, you might see number 4, and then after you see number 4, you're gonna be like, oh, he explained the whole hat thing in number 4, and then now he got the hat on.
You explained something about the hat?
Yeah. Y'all don't see this shit on there.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have the worst memory. Like my memory, it's college. College did it to me, bro. Like college messed my memory all the way up.
All right, y'all. So we gonna go ahead because college messed her memory up.
It did though.
I got a college story to tell y'all. So yeah. But we can move on to the next one because it can like take from. It can take from this one, right?
Okay.
Because we went from the count, and then boom, count to first time.
Okay, all right, they go together.
Yeah, it's one of those types, y'all. It's one of those type of broadcasters today. It's one of those types. One of those sexual type things that's happening that way. So now that we know my 2 count, her 1 count, and everything,
one of us is lying.
Now is she lying?
Now
that we know that.
Everybody know you lying because you went from 24 to 2. Like, which one is it?
I said 24 because there might be somebody out there be like, damn, nigga got 24. Ooh, so gotta get those props up.
Everybody that hunched him before puberty, please, if you watch this, comment in the thing and let us know if you count that, because I count that. So I hope y'all adding that on y'all lists.
All right, so first times. All right. I told y'all what my first actual real sexual experience was, 6 years old, right? So, do you remember your first time?
I do.
Would you like to tell your first time, or would you like to tell first time was something else? Because you don't have to tell your first actual sexual time.
I can tell my first time. It's not like a marvelous story or anything. I was in college, and
wait, hold on, y'all. She black and she was in college. And it was her first time? Oh, okay.
Hey, so y'all see that this is obviously one isn't true. It truly was 2 times. My first time in college and second time when I got pregnant with my kid.
So you got 2. Okay. So we're gonna keep counting. We went for y'all. Remember this? Remember, one in college and then Malachi dad. All right. Then we gonna, as we go on, y'all know other subjects gonna come up where she gonna tell us.
And it's always gonna be talking about one of those 2 experiences. It's just so much happening though. There's so many stories that you wouldn't believe, but it just happened in those 2 situations. So one of those 2. So, I was dating this guy. I'm not gonna say his name because I still talk to him. So I don't occasionally. And I want him man, you put our business out there, so I'm gonna leave that out, but you know who you are. And he was from Indiana.
What do you mean, man? Putting your business out there? You should be like, that was me.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want him somewhere on a podcast. And Q, I'd be like, wait a minute, nigga. So with the same respect, I'm gonna do that for him. But when
I tell mine, she ain't getting my respect. Oh man, you are.
But what happened? Oh, he was on the football team at the school that we went to.
So narrowing it down. Let's go ahead.
Like I said, he know who he is, and the football players knew who he was too, because we were together all the time.
But they didn't know that you was his first. I mean, he was your first though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he bragged about that. Young niggas brag about shit like that.
He knew that he was your first?
Eventually, not at the time. Let me tell my story. Okay, so we were talking or whatever, and then one day I was it was, I'm not gonna. Okay, so one day I was just okay, this is gonna be the night. This is it. I'm gonna do this. So I was at my friend Jen's house, and he had came over, and I was we were drinking or whatever, just nobody was wasted or anything, because I knew it was my first time. I wanted to remember that. So I just had a couple drinks or whatever, and then we just sat and chilled, and then I was like, you want to go to the room? And he was like, hell yeah, let's go to the room. So we went to the room, and then we did it, and it was cool. It was probably the most painful experience I've ever had. It hurt really, 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 really bad. TMI, but it did. And then I was all right, so then I ran to the bathroom, clean up, and then ran to my friend Jen's room, because we were in the spare room. It was somebody's room. I don't know. It wasn't Jen's room. She lived in a 3-bedroom apartment, so it was somebody's room. And then I ran to Jen's room, and I was I just did it. And that was pretty much.
So you ran over there while you was in pain?
Yeah, well,
or the pain was over with?
No, the pain is over. It's only painful when your cherry pop, whatever. So that was a thing, and then I told him eventually, but it was not even close to that time. It was before he left to go back to Indiana, he was my first, and then because we did it all the time afterwards, so it was just it was nothing. And yeah, it was. So it wasn't a.
So was the second time painful? I never asked these type of questions of a female. Was the second time painful, or is it just the first time? Then the second time is the first time is I don't know if I ever want to do this again. Then the second time is oh, I can do this again.
No, I mean you come to that conclusion the first time. It's just initially it hurts really bad, but then it starts to feel good after a while. But I was still in the moment of I can't believe I'm doing this so much that it was just not even focusing on the pain, but I knew it had stopped at that point. And then it was like, I hope he doesn't, because I didn't want him to know that he was my first, because I was like, I don't want him bragging about it, because I know if I take some, I'm a girl, and if I take a nigga virginity, I'm like, hey, guess who got that? You feel me? So like, I was like, and I probably would still do that shit, like, if I were to have sex with a third person in the future, I would probably, and they were a virgin, I would probably brag about that, like, to my friends, like, I was his first, so probably rock that nigga world, like, first time out the back, you feel me? So, okay, but yeah, but yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was a good time. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was, I think if y'all probably never heard of it, but people in Minnesota that watch this, remember the Mankato riots? There was like this big ass riot that broke out in the town I went to college in. And I feel like it was that night, but it might not have been, but I think it was like, we were so, I'm talking about like shit was getting set on fire, cars, it was on the news, like shit was live. And I was like there for it. Like, we in the street, like it was lit.
Yo, they got that many black people in Minnesota to have a riot?
No, this was majority white people. Remember, this is the town I went to college in.
Okay, I'm finna say.
No, this is the town I went to college in.
White people.
I was finna say, if it was black people, everybody would have been in jail. Like, it would have been national news if it was black people, because it would have been blown up to wait. But it was like, it was lit. It was crazy. Like, people were calling me, like, what is going on down there? Like,
like nothing.
It was like our homecoming night, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what did you say?
You're like, what's going on down there? Oh man, I just finished having sex for the first time.
Yeah, but I think that was like much later. Obviously, I think that was that night. I think that was, and if it wasn't that night, something happened sexually that night, because everybody was like pumped up, adrenaline, like I don't know, but yeah, I don't think I never told you about the riot though. I'll Google it.
We don't do nothing but stories, tell stories to each other all day long at work. And this is my first riot one.
Yeah.
Right? But then again, I probably would never believe it because it's Minnesota and then black people.
Well, Google will prove it.
No. Now that you said it was white folks, I'm saying there's not that many black people up there to have a riot. So,
sir, it's a lot of black people in Minnesota.
Okay.
Anywho, tell us about your first time. Not when you were 6, but the first time when puberty hit, since that's clearly the one that you want to.
Alright, y'all, so I'm not going to tell my first time story because it's stupid.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not going to tell my first time story. I'm going to tell y'all a first time story.
Which first time
that is
story?
Interesting, but I'm not going to tell you the first time I had sex. Puberty, prior to puberty or after, because it was nothing. It was literally nothing special. It was literally
you did nothing for her.
It was literally it wasn't
like that.
It wasn't nothing like that. It was so like I told y'all, we was hunching all the time. We was doing this all the time, playing house all the time. We used to make like clubhouses and then go buy cookies and snacks and junk, and then let the girls come play with us because we had that, and then we play mom and dad, we hunch and everything. And during one of those occasions, I realized, oh shoot, something came out. Boom, first time. You feel me? Nothing. Nobody want to hear about that. That's that. I don't even know who the girl was. It was some.
Oh, you don't even know her name?
No, it was some little hood rat that we used to hunch when we was young.
That we used to hunch with.
Yeah, because we used to rotate girls when we was younger.
You and your little group.
It was like it was all the poor people. So it was a lot of us poor people, but you want to hunch the same girl all the time, so sometimes you switch it up. But most of the times, you will. And this is where my first time, I'm going to give y'all my first time of something sexual that's not actual sex. The first time I ever put my tongue on a girl's vagina. The first time.
Sometimes you just got to call it a day.
So the first time I ever ate a girl out, I didn't even really eat out, y'all. So let me tell y'all this story. So, like I said, we used to hunch and do little play house.
How old were you?
I was like, let me see, what school I was going to at this time. I was like 10 years old.
Who giving oral at 10, bro?
I'm gonna let y'all know. So I was like 10 years old, right? Living down here in Homestead, Florida City, right? This was before whatever that housing complex next to Florida City Park that's there now, Sutton Gardens. Before that was there. It was when the old Washington Park was right down the street from Florida City Park. It was all that. So what happened was we used to play house, like I said, all the time. And we used to usually play with the same girls and the same people. Because even though we played it a lot and we did it with different girls, it was a certain girls that would come and say, hey, y'all want to play house? So we can hunch. So it wasn't always the boys. There's a lot of times some girls, they'll just come up. Y'all want to play mama and daddy? Y'all want to play house? So we can hunch. Like that. So we had a good friend, and our good friend had a sister, and she was basically older than all of us. She was like, I think her and my sister was the same age. But since I was the oldest boy in the group, I would always I would always be her husband type thing. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's always like, I'm her husband, she's my wife type
Was
thing.
she much older than y'all?
At least, my sister 2 years older than me. I think she's older than my sister, so let's just say she was 3 years older than us. Okay. Right? So she like 13 years old. So she know what she doing. I didn't know what I was doing. Right?
I mean, realistically, she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, she know. So we can't do it at the house because our mama and daddies was there. Like, our mama and daddies wasn't never at the house at the same time, like everybody, mama and daddy. Like, if our mama and daddy was home, their mama and daddy wasn't home. Something like that. So we just go to their house and play. But for some reason, everybody's parents was home. So we had to go to the park. That was our second place to go. We go to Washington Park. Because Washington Park had like this little overhead thing at the park across the street from where you can barbecue and stuff and keep it from the rain. And then it had benches and stuff, so you couldn't see, and there was a road between that and the actual park. So you couldn't see if you was back behind the barbecue thing, so we would go behind there and hunt. But we was going back there, and we seen that some crackheads had made that their home. So we were like, nah, don't want to do that. So let's walk a little further down to Florida City Park. So y'all, we get to Florida City Park. Once again, at Florida City Park, if you're going from north to south, on the left-hand side, there was nothing there but trees and bushes and junk. Now there's houses and stuff there. But back then, it was nothing but trees and bushes. And then on this side, it was Florida City Park, right? So, and then the baseball field was right up along the roadside, right? So what we would do is we would go into the dugout, right? So even though the dugout had a fence, but the bottom part had boards. So if you lay down on the bench, nobody can't see you there. So we would go there and we would hunch there, right? So me and her go, and she's like, take your clothes off. Because she was always demanding. She was like, take your clothes off. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Boom, take my clothes off. And like, get on top of me. I'm like, all right, get on top of you, type jump. So this time I'm sitting down, and she's like, wait, before you do that, I want you to lick my coochie, right? And I'm like, what? And she like, I want you to lick my coochie. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's nasty. Not gonna do that. And she like, come on, you should do it. I'm like, no. She like, you want to see a big boy, then you'll do it. This is what big boys do. And I'm like, oh, I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna lick your coochie. No. Like, we gonna hunch, but we ain't finna lick no coochies around here, right? So she like telling me, oh, if you don't do it, they ain't gonna let you hunch. I'm like, well, and he's like, all right, so then what if I suck your dick? So I'm like, but why would you do that? Like, they ain't gonna do nothing for us, we need to hunch. And she like, lay down, I'm gonna do that and then you do me. So I'm like, all right, whatever, right? So she go, and she like, and then she look up at me, was that good? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, as a jit, I knew that was not good. she literally went like, was that good? And looked up at me, now your turn. Like, no, nothing to do it. Well, I did you, I'm gonna do it one more time then. So then she go. I did it. Now you
like,
got to do me.
Let's just go.
So I'm like, no. Oh, so you gonna make me do you and you ain't gonna do me? That's messed up. I ain't never now. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna do it. So I go and I'm like, and then tears start coming out my eyes. I'm like crying. I'm like, and I go like that real quick. And I'm like, okay, I did it. Come on, let's lunch. And she's like, no, you ain't do it. And I'm like, I did. So you gotta do it longer than that. I did it longer than that. And you're like, no, you didn't. You did it just like that. And she's like, do it. All right. Then I did it twice. So you have to do it twice. So I'm like, but I don't want to. I want to go home. Finish the job. And she was like, oh, you gonna act like that? Like, do it. Just I did it twice. So you gotta do it twice. So I'm like, all right. And then she go, like, push my head down to it. And I'm like, I'm like, I'm gonna go, man. And then I'm like leaving. And my brother like, where you going? I'm gonna go.
No.
Hey, y'all, so that was my first time of I guess, eating coochie and the first time I ever got raped. So, at the same time.
Well,
because that was rape. She raped my mouth.
I mean, you
she
did
forced me.
There was neither rape nor was there
she
eating
was
or
older
sucking
than
of any
me.
kind.
She was older than me, and she made me put my tongue on her in a place I didn't want to put my tongue.
Well, first of all, you said, okay, I'll do it. So at that point,
But she
you
made me feel guilty.
Consent was given.
But she made me feel guilty.
That's your problem.
She played, y'all don't understand.
At that point, you had been sexually active for like 6 years. So it was time for you to elevate, graduate to the next step. So I'm with her. When she pushed your head, quit playing games. You've been doing this for like years at this
Y'all hear
point.
this? Y'all hear what she's saying? Y'all hear what she's saying?
No, but for real though, like y'all, that's out of control. Like that's out of control.
She forced me to go to do that, and then gonna push my head down on it at the other time. And it's like, and like I still like yo, that hunted me all the way until I was in my 20s. Like if a female was to like, oh, we doing something, like, oh, Millie, you gonna give me some head? And I'm like, wait, what? All right, I had to go, bye. And I would walk out. We can be like naked, getting ready to go down, and she be like, you gonna give me head? I know this damn girl ain't ask me for no junk like that. Where you going? I'm gone. You gonna try me like that? Like that used to be a try to me. Like that really used to make me hot if a girl asked that. Like I used to get hot about it. And it was all because of that one time. I was traumatized.
That's
my
hilarious.
mouth virginity was taken from me that day. It was taken from me. I was traumatized.
Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, I know exactly who she is.
So if you saw her at like today,
I seen her before.
No, but like, were you like
later,
like Easton, or were you just like?
No, I'd just be like, hey, what up?
I'd be like, that one
she was
time.
a close family. She was a close family friend. So I know her. I done seen her around. She's scrawled out real bad. I'm sorry for talking about you like that, but yeah, she's scrawled out bad. Like she owns something, but.
Is she just skinny now, or is she?
No. She ain't skinny. She ain't fat. She ain't skinny, but she's strong out. Like she been through some shit. Like she been through some heartaches and pains. Like,
well, she probably stressed out. She's trying to get some head, and niggas don't know how to act. What you expect from her?
So yeah.
I ain't mad.
So y'all look. Oh, so this got this. Since we're on this subject, can I tell y'all a party line story? I know that was a little first time story, but can I tell y'all a party line story?
Go for it.
So first off, before I start the party line story, I want to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been? See, all right. So look, y'all. I never got drunk in my life. I never got high in my life. So, but I heard people say stuff like this, and people say stuff like you talked me out of my high, or you killed my high, you knocked me out of my high, or you killed my buzz, or something like that. Right? Yeah. Have you ever had something like that sexually happen to you? Like you ready to go, and then somebody just like come and just slice the head off of it, and it's like, nah, don't even want it no more.
Yeah, of course that's happened.
Like I mean, like right doing the act, like you ready to do it, like y'all already in a position and everything, and it's like, matter of fact, into it, y'all done started, and it's like, Yeah. Nah,
No, yeah.
I don't know about your business. I'm ready to go, and then you get up and leave.
Yeah, that's happened several times.
Oh, dang.
That's a real
Dang,
thing.
two guys. It happened to y'all two several
Didn't I
times.
say you're not calling me out on nothing? Because didn't I say a lot of things have happened in those
dang, y'all two. Do this look like a girl that would continue to go back to y'all after y'all done made her do that?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
That's what happens. Because I didn't know no better because it was only them 2 times. I ain't about to just try myself like that. You feel me? we're going to try this again in a couple minutes. We're going to try this again in a couple minutes.
Alright.
Anywho, yes, it can.
So,
because niggas say stupid shit or niggas promise, set your expectations high, and then before shit even happens, like, yeah,
I understand that. Girls are good with that when it comes to how good their head is. Got the best head. I mean, niggas come in like 2 minutes. 10 hours later. What happened to the 2 minutes, ma'am? What happened to the 2 minutes? Told my boss I was gonna be about 5 minutes late.
Have you ever come in 2 minutes?
Yeah, I probably have. I'm
like from head.
I don't know. That one I can't say.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
that one I can't say. I can't say for sure. So I'm not gonna say yes or no because I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure.
So that's definitely that would be a buzz like a killer for you. Like I get it because if it's never happened and somebody promised it, then
yeah. So my party line story. Let's tell this party line story, right? So I'm on the party line and whatnot, talking to this chick and everything, right? She's selling me like the world when it comes to like sex. She's selling it like
on the phone.
Yeah, on the phone. She's selling it good. She's telling me how good she is, how good she can ride, how good she can do this, how can do that, blah blah. Like this is and that. She like I love getting it from the back. So I'm like, oh shoot, down for this. So I'm like, I'm gonna go see what she be about, whatnot. So weekend roll around. Let me go see what this girl talking about, right? So she lived up in the city, so I hop on the bus, hop on the train, hop on the bus, right? Get to a crib. Get over there, we talking. She cool chick. Talk the same way we talk on the phone. Her old boy at the crib, right? He talking. At the time, y'all, I was about 18, 19 years old, right? We talking and everything. Her old boy at the crib, all that. So he like, hey, how you doing, young man? Yeah, we gonna say her name, Keisha. You over here with Keisha? Yeah, I'm like, you know, all right, I got some watermelon over there. You like a slice? What the fuck you mean? Of course I want some watermelon. So, you know, whatever. So I'm like,
I would have turned it down on account of that. So I'm like, so I'm supposed to want? No, I don't want no watermelon.
So we on the back in the backyard under this they call gazebos. We under a gazebo and everything, right? And we eating the watermelon. We talk to each other. He bring us like 2 cups of lemonade. Like her dad is like acting like,
man, he the man.
Yeah, he acting like a butler or something. So then he go and he say, all right, well, I'm gonna go around here under the tree with my boys, and we gonna be over there for a couple of hours. So you know, if you leave the house, just make sure you lock up. She like, okay, bye, daddy. Give him a hug and whatnot. Like, all right, hey, daddy. So I'm sitting in my head now. Daddy told me he leaving. Told me how long he leaving. Daddy knows his daughter want the house to herself. So I know I'm gonna get me something now, right? So she telling me, she like, you gonna come in the house? I don't know if you should go in the house because your dad left, he was outside. I wanted to come in and shut. Boy, he ain't coming back. He told you, he go around with his friends, he be there for a long time. He come back no time soon. I'm like, well, he did say he gonna be gone about 3 hours, so all right, no problem. Go in there, right? So we talking. So she started rubbing on my leg and junk and everything. She getting closer and stuff. So now I'm starting to get hard and junk. So I'm like, okay, so she probably gets it. So she was like, you want me to give you some head? And I'm like,
niggas.
Yeah. What do you mean, right? So she go ahead and she started doing that. So I'm like, okay, she ain't really lied. You feel me? It wasn't the best ever, but she didn't lie. She was putting down. So I'm like, oh shoot, she doing her thing.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So now I got to knock it down. Cause for some reason, y'all just have this thing. If a girl gives good head, you got to give good D. You feel me? You can't just let her you got to let her know that she did a good job. So you got to give it to her, right? So I'm like, oh, she gave a good thing. Let me go ahead and give some. So I'm like, that's on go. I go over there, I go put the condom on and everything. I'm going to scrub her. And then she like, hold on, wait. So she like, I never gave head before nobody with a condom on. Tell me how I feel. So I'm like, fuck, never. Who wants head with a condom on? Whatever. So she's going. So now it's like, like now she done messed up the whole flow with that. But I'm like, whatever, right? So she take off her clothes. This girl has no ass at all. But she warned me of that. Cause she said on the phone all the time, you're an ass guy. I don't really got no ass, so you probably ain't gonna like me. She said all the time. But I heard a girl say that before, and then they don't have like they when I say I'm an ass guy, I need like a big old giant ass. No, just little something there. So usually when I go, they have that, and I'm thinking that what she's saying, right? So she go, I'm like, she bent over and
no,
it was just like, oh shit, she was not lying. She do something like, it turned me off, y'all. So I'm like, dang. But you know what? She ain't gonna hear something, go ahead and I'm to do this, right? So I go, fuck it, she'll have her ass. I'm gonna go knock it down real good, and then I'm never gonna see this girl again because can't do this. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, I go, she been noticed, I went from the back, like, now I definitely got to see this. So I'm like, this girl, whatever. So I go, go slide in and whatnot. And then like, no lie. The fuck? What? I heard you say? No, go. All right. What the is going on? So now I'm like, what is she doing? So I'm like, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Grab my hair. All right. Try this again. So she, ooh. And
Girl.
I'm like, man. So I'm like, so now, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Now I'm like, hey, do my thing. So now I'm like, I'm back ready now again. Like, I'm doing my thing. So then I'm like, get it. And then she's like, this is messed up everything. She go and she like, get it, baby, get it. This is all yours. This is all your ass. Get this, get it all, get it. Yeah, hard on. I'm like, no lie, I had to stop. And she still was saying that. I'm like, how are you still saying that and I'm not even doing that no more? So now in my head, I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, so I'm telling myself, I'm trying to, y'all dudes know, when we run into things that's supposed to make us say, hell no, F this, we try to find a way to get ours. So I'm like, maybe she just like it that much. Let me go ahead, let me try again. So I'm going, and she, and then I start counting the cadence, right? So I'll trick her. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, right? And every time she, and then I go 1, 2, This damn girl, I know this girl ain't. This girl done. You know what? Lay down. Let me get some. So now I tell her lay down. I'm trying to do it. Nothing happening. My thing is like, bruh, she already let us know like, if you like did that to her, she gonna scream. So it ain't coming from me. So he like half and half now. So now he like this, and I'm trying to go in. He like, oh, like that. And then she gonna do.
Say, but she's still going.
No, you know what she gonna do?
What?
She gonna look up at me. See, I knew it. I knew you wasn't gonna be into me. I knew it because I don't got no ass. I knew because I don't got no ass. I knew you wasn't gonna be into me. You want me to suck you up again? Cause I knew you wasn't gonna be really into me because I don't got no ass. That's all it is. You see. I thought maybe and I'm like, no. He fucking talked me out of a heart. Like, I came there with titanium and left there with noodle. Like, like you taught me out of this.
Well, she was trying to keep you there with her noises.
She could have at least kept her cadence on point. She could have at least waited till like every time I go in, she say something. But out? Come on now. What are you doing?
Maybe that's how she learned to do it. Like
no. So y'all, so make a long story short. I got my nut and I left.
You still managed to get your nut?
Oh yeah, come on. Now you think I'm taking that long trip for nothing?
Sir, but how with a noodle though?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You had a noodle.
Oh, you don't think I took the offer up after she was crying to ask me if she want me to suck me up again? You don't think I took that offer again?
Okay.
Come on now, I'm getting something out of this. I ain't taking that trip. That
and then
long
you went to visit
trip.
her again?
Never.
Did you ever talk to her again?
Never. No call, no none of that.
Asshole.
None of that.
She said that was all your ass and then you never came back to claim it.
It was nothing there to claim. She was making me, that's like you going to the store and they tell you, all this in this store is yours. And then you open the door and it's an empty door, an empty store. How she gonna tell me all this ass is yours and then I go and
well, she was.
Excuse me, where's this all this ass that you promised me?
Poor girl.
So y'all, that's my party line story of getting talked out of a heart. Cause I never been high, so I never got talked out of a high. Never been drunk, never got talked out of a buzz. But I got talked out of a heart. She made noises that started it, and then she talked so much about not having ass that she reminded me that she did not have ass, along with all the noises she was making for no reason. So I was like, nah. So y'all, let me tell you, if y'all ever run into a situation like that, please, I hope nobody run into a situation like that. I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
I hope you all your brothers that are still venturing.
Y'all see this?
No, because like y'all just be your stories is sometimes people deserve things like that to happen, and y'all should probably have it happen to y'all.
Y'all know what? We just end this.
Just kidding. Just
more. Let's get some more.
That's terrible though. Like my feelings would have been crushed. Like
they were.
Yeah,
my feelings was very crushed. And I couldn't believe she did that to me. But it's like, I don't know. Oh, hold on. I got a shirt on. What do the shirts say today? I know a lot of y'all probably wondering, what do Miller shirts say today? You think they wondering that?
Maybe like our fan in Australia probably was like, what is it?
Yo, homie in Australia, this is what Miller shirts say. Right here. Please don't make me do stuff. Alright? I don't want to do nothing, y'all. It's Saturday. Want to chill, play Fortnite.
It was literally like 1,000 degrees outside today.
Yeah, so I don't want to do nothing.
Miami Heat is out of control. It's so.
You're right. Miami Heat is the bomb. UD and Dwayne Wade, they went ahead and retired. So wish those boys well. You talk sports like that. So, what else you know about the Miami Heat?
Whiteside.
Yeah, she supposed to be Whiteside's girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah, he don't know it, but it's a thing.
It is. So, we're gonna be making sense out of this. So, moral of the story to make sense. What's our moral?
Moral of the story is
don't get tongue raped.
Oh, don't get tongue raped. Well, you didn't get tongue raped though, but don't get tongue raped. But he didn't. Don't get tongue raped. Don't snitch unless you have to.
Don't snitch, tell.
Yeah, there you go. Don't snitch, tell. What else? There was sometimes. Oh, if somebody is telling you their truth, believe it. She told you on the phone. She ain't had no booty. She told you all that. And the noise that she was making, believe those noises. Believe those noises. That's it.
I guess. So the moral of the story is, believe what people tell you until you see that they lie.
We'll go with that one. That one works.
I guess that'll work. So y'all, let's go ahead and don't forget to like, little thumbs up, share. Yo, everybody, check this out. Hit the little bell, ding, so every time we post something, y'all gonna be like, oh shoot, make sense of nothing. Another episode ready.
Straight like that.
And then leave some comments down below. Let us know how we doing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, and speaking of letting us know how we're doing, I just want to say you're doing a great job producing and everything. Our backgrounds be lit. I be having friends comment on the backgrounds like, really? But like, I love it. I think it's awesome. So you put a lot of your time into it, and it's a lot of time that I wouldn't even want to even try to learn how to do the stuff.
It takes a while.
When it comes to like learning at this point in my life, I'm kind of like over it. Like so yeah, you do a good job. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the lead on that and not asking me to do any of it. Although I'll help if you ask me to, but I'm gonna just have an attitude. That's all.
So y'all, that's another great episode. Hopefully y'all feel the same. Just to let y'all know, none of the stuff we do is scripted. Other than the topics, we just tell each other what the topic is gonna be, and it's usually 10 minutes before we start recording. So it can be fresh. Nobody knows what's coming out of each other's mouth. And it's all improv, man. It's us just speaking our truth, making sense out of nothing, making sure people know who Imagine Dragon is, all right?
And Lizzo.
Yeah, and Lizzo. So, I guess we can sign out. So, this be your boy, Miller, a.k.a. Miller the One.
And it's Q.
Oh, she don't got a lot on this time.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting on it. I was like, should I? And I was like, nah. I would just say it's your girl Q.
All right, so that's Q. This Miller. And we up out of here. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like where you.